Jesus is Lord. What a wonderful, wonderful time to come to your homes again this evening. And like I've always said, it's always a pleasure for me and my guests to come to your home every Sunday evening to help you grow. And like we've always said again, when we stop growing, we start dying. And who wants to die? I don't want to die. I want to grow. And that is why we bring seasoned women in this show every Sunday to help us go to the next level. My name is Reverend Ruth Kayo, and this is the Virtuous Woman Show, and I am your host. Together with me this evening, I have a wonderful lady. This lady is not a stranger to us. She's not new. She's been here with us, and I'm sure she has helped you grow in your level of understanding in the area that she was able to be used by God. And this evening, she's again with us. Daktari Waiya is here with us. And what I always say, you don't meet Daktari and remain the same. My life is changing, and I believe your life is changing. Karibu to the show, Daktari, and tusalimie na utuambie unaendelea aje.
Asante.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Lydia Waiya, and I thank God for his mercies and his faithfulness in my life.
Yes.
And I believe that as we interact this evening, God will tell us something.
Yes.
And he'll teach us something.
Amen.
Yeah, thank you so much. I have been well.
Amen.
I've been sanitizing. I've been washing my hands.
Yes.
I've been keeping social distance.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and I bless the Lord for that.
Amen.
Yes, and I've been washing my hands.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And we thank God for women like you. Have been doing the same, because when we do these things, we honor the government and the leadership that God has put for us in place. And like the Bible says, we need to honor the leadership that we are under. And that is some of the things that we've been told to do, to put on the mask. I saw you coming in with a mask, and I was so impressed.
Yes.
And when we couldn't shake our hands and hug, that was wonderful, because we are obeying the authority that God has put over us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, Daktari, families are spending more time right now together in the same space, more time than usual, because of the virus, the COVID-19 virus. And we understand that it's not surprising that anxiety is rising up. And there are things that are affecting us. And when it comes to our relationships in the house, they are also affecting us. When we spend time watching TV and our anxiety rises up and there's a lot of disruption, sometimes it affects our relationship in the house, because right now we are spending more time together than usual. How can we safeguard our relationships at home during this COVID-19 pandemic? And Daktari, before we go to that, I know you're a busy person.
Yes.
And I know your husband is always away from home. Your children are away from home. And are they at home right now?
Yes.
And
everybody is at home.
Everybody is present.
Except one.
Yes. How is it? How is it? Tell us. We want to know.
Yeah, right now, actually people are at home. And you realize that you have so much time together.
Yes.
Because nobody is going anywhere.
Yes.
As much as possible, we are staying at home. We have a lot of time.
Yeah, together.
And yes, my husband is still working, but in the house.
In the house, yeah.
So we had to create 3 offices in the house.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, but still you have so much time together.
Wonderful.
And I must say that relationships right now are not the same way they were before COVID-19.
Yes, yes.
And we all have to adjust. And a wise person learns the times, and they are able to adjust accordingly. Yes.
Wonderful.
And this is what we are learning every day.
Every day.
That, like the new term that has come in, we have now a new normal.
A new normal. I like that new, that new term, because you know what?
Yes.
We are not going back to the normal.
We are not.
Some people are saying we are waiting to go back to the normal. I can't wait to go back to the normal. The normal is gone.
Yeah.
This is a new normal.
It is a new normal.
Yes.
A new normal requires us to adjust.
Wonderful.
Accordingly. And you have to adjust in very many ways. Economically, because actually some people have lost business, some people have lost work, And the first time when it started, and we were told it is on the way, we have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 things, most of us went on a buying spree.
Oh, yeah.
We stocked our houses.
Yes.
And within a month, it was over.
Imagine.
Yeah. So that right now, we are not stocking and stocking.
Yes.
We are now trying to economize what we have.
Yeah.
Because we don't know when we'll ever go back to where we came from. And we may never, like you have correctly said, that we may never go back to how we were before.
Right.
But in this new normal, adjustment has to be done by all of us.
Wonderful.
By the children, by us as parents, by every other person.
Wonderful.
Because if you look at the economy of the country, it has changed. The economy in our homes, it has also changed.
Everything is changing.
Everything has changed. There are times that we could be able to cope, even in relationships, because in the morning you wake up, people go to work very early in the morning. If you are lucky, you'll get something to a very light breakfast, because there is no time even to have that breakfast together as a family. Probably the children wake up in the morning and they have to go to school very early. The husband also has to leave. You as a mother has to leave for work. And even if you don't leave for work, there are those things that you program yourself to do every day. So that by the time you meet again, it is in the evening. And you already have a program for that evening. The children come from school, probably they are doing their homework. The husband is the latest to come to their home. If you are a wife, there are those things you do. And even if you are not a wife and you are a mother, there is what you need to do. Right now, things are different. If it is that work in the house, you have to do. If it is I heard somebody say that so many husbands have become teachers. And they are the ones now who are learning to teach the children. To do that work with them, to create, because even some children don't have any school work to do. Those who are lucky could be getting some homework from their schools and so on, via Zoom and technology and all that. Most of them, majority of them, don't have that.
You're right.
So that they are there, you as a husband, as a father now, you have to come up with something creative. Mothers are also quite involved. And you realize that mothers are more involved than the fathers. But now the father has to learn to be a teacher. And you are there, and sometimes you have no patience even with your own children, because you're wondering, how come they're not getting what I'm telling them? Children also think.
You know what, I made a decision long time ago that I will use wisdom while teaching my children. I find myself shouting most of the times when they can't get what I'm telling them. But Daktari, do you believe that some relationships have been affected by virtue of people being home right now? And to spending more time together.
So many relationships have been affected. And husband-wife relationship has been affected. Parents, children relationship has been affected. Even most of the people who have house managers, they've had to give them leave. Because when you are there and you are seeing everything, you also affect the way this person operates. Your manager operates.
You're right, you're right.
Relationships have been affected. And people need to be very tolerant of one another. And more especially spouses. You realize that when you started together, you loved one another. This is what made you come together and decide that you're going to marry this person. And you found everything very good about this person. You enjoyed the relationship of this person, whatever they did. You never saw anything wrong in them. And even if you saw, you had a lot of grace.
A lot of grace to overlook.
To overlook and to tolerate and to be patient and all that. People forgot that. So that now, by the time now you start living together, children have come. Remember that time, all the attention was focused on each other. Actually, over 100%. And you're very sensitive to the needs of the other person. When children came, this was divided.
You're right.
Because now the children also have their share. They need your attention. And sometimes you realize that you can neglect one another because that attention has already been divided up. And there are so many other things that calls for your attention. And there are also other things to be done.
Yeah.
So that right now when people are together, that patience actually disappeared.
Yes, and
Somewhere.
I like what you said, Daktari, that your attention is divided.
Yes.
And right now, we even in homes, we are seeing that the anxiety is dividing people's attention. We are seeing that the news that are coming on TV is affecting our attention with one another. I like that.
Yes. Yeah, so that right now, it calls for all of us to adjust. All of us are born in a family, or most of us.
Yeah.
You have your parents or a parent, you have your siblings. And not all of them are very good.
Yeah.
Some of us, probably what you expected your father to be as a father, he never was.
Yes.
Mothers, most people like their mothers because they were always there with you. They understood everything from when you were born to when probably you moved out of home. It is your mother who actually was attentive to your needs and so on. The first person who was attentive to your needs.
Yeah.
We have our siblings that may not have been the best. The things they did, you didn't like.
You're right.
But you tolerated them.
Yes.
And you learned how to cope with them or how to deal with them. If they were not good, you knew where your boundaries were as far as they are concerned.
Yes.
And you lived for all those years, you stayed with them.
Yes.
And even sometimes when you go home, much as you don't like what they do or how they are, this is your brother, this is your sister. And your parents likewise.
Yes, and you didn't change them.
You didn't change them.
Yes.
And you're not going to change them.
You didn't walk away.
Yes.
Yes.
And you may not also have been the best to them because sometimes, but you learned how to live with them.
Yes.
Right now, it calls us to do the same.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, sometimes if you are able, can you go back to where you started? And so many people don't let go. If there is a small issue or something that happens, you don't let go. Okay. It is time to let go. Things that don't add value.
Yes.
Remember, we have said this is a new normal.
Yes.
So that now if it is your husband, there are things that you cannot change. You have already learned.
Yes.
You can't change them. Learn to cope.
Amen.
Learn to let go. If it is something that needs to be corrected in you,
correct it.
Can you come down and be able to be correctable?
Yes.
So that you pick it, take it positively. Yeah. There is nowhere you're going.
There's nowhere.
Because if you want to look for your way out, if it is that marriage, going back will take a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and a lot of things.
Okay.
Can you adjust?
Adjust and live with them, because actually I didn't walk away from my parents.
Yes.
I didn't walk away from my sisters that I loved so much. Especially I had one, me and her, wale tunafuatanaga, you know what happens. But I didn't walk away from her, and she didn't walk away from me either. And yet we are good best friends. And like Daktari has said, why don't we go back to that? Right now that we are spending more time with one another, right now that there's a lot of anxiety outside there. Some of us have lost our jobs. Some of our aunties, our uncles, the businesses are not doing well. Why don't we learn to adjust with one another? This is the Virtuous Woman Show, and we will be taking a short break. And when we come back, Dr. Waiya will be taking us through some of the things that women can do at home that can alter and affect our relationships with our husbands or our children in a negative way. And at the same time, she will also show us what are some of the things that we as women can do at home and in the community that can enhance our relationships. Please keep tracking with us. Let us learn and grow together. We will be back.